Hello everyone, my name is Shine and welcome to my plant channel. Some of you may know me from my pet channel Fins and Whiskers, and I've decided to create a separate plant channel specifically for the abundance of plants that I have, because plants are another hobby that I just adore, so I wanted to make this channel for you plant lovers as well. I am filming this video right in front of the gerbils, so they might entertain you too as well, or be a complete distraction. Just ignore me. All you need to see is the gerbil. Now, I originally thought I would start this channel with a full plant tour, but because these days have been rainy and there's still some seeds that I need to get growing, I won't be doing a plant tour until those things are ready and the sun decides to shine more than a few hours a day. So instead I thought, you know, plants are one of the few things during this quarantine that are making me happy, so I thought I'd show you which plants are making me so happy and just say a few things about them. I don't know. This video is just going to be kind of a welcome to my plants video. So a bit about my garden. I pretty much keep almost all of my plants indoors in my room, and I guess they could be considered house plants, but they are all edible except for my succulents right now and a few others. Almost all of my plants in this room would be house plants since they're in the house, I guess, but they're all edible, and I don't see a lot of people do that, but I have a south-facing window, so during half of the year it gets sun, and the next half of the year I put them for sun outside and then bring them back in. It's kind of a lot of work, but I love it because I love seeing my plants all the time, so I want them inside, and that's just how it's gonna be. I do have a few plants outside, but I won't be showing you it in this video. It's nighttime and I haven't really set it up completely either, so I will stick to some of the ones in my room for now. So the first plant I want to show is my basil. I love basil. I love the smell of it. It's such a fast growing plant. Usually the leaves are a lot bigger than they are right now, but because there hasn't been much sun, it hasn't been very happy. So yeah. But this is my basil plant, and it's in a 6-inch container, and it has been in my care since the beginning of February. So it's pretty much a new plant. I did not grow this one from seed simply because basil is a slow growing seed and I just didn't want to have to deal with the time. I know growing plants is mostly patience, but I'm happy with the previous owner for nursing a small plant, and I'll just continue to grow it. So yeah, this is basil. And this channel will be a lot about information on the plants and how to grow them and how to keep them alive. So I will not be doing this video. This is just going to be a wholesome video, and I'm showing you the plants that I just love so much. But stay tuned for those two as well, and subscribe. Now the next plant that makes me ever so happy is my blackberry plant. And I don't think I will be able to get the whole plant in the shot, so I'll give you a scaling of the plant because it grows really tall. And this blackberry plant has been making me so happy because the leaves are completely green and they're growing so nicely and rapidly fast. Especially for the little amount of sun we've been getting, it's still growing new leaves all the time. I don't know if you can really pick on the leaves that are fresh are much lighter in color and then it gets darker. But I don't know if the video will show that very well. I'm really happy about this plant because I had cut it from where you see this dead branch, and it had only these 3 leaves, and now it's growing tall. I had it this tall when I bought it because I did not grow this from seed either, but the leaves were so unhealthy. The fruit were not ripening, so I just decided to cut it all down and grow it freshly, and so it worked. So I'm really happy about that, and I can't wait for it to fruit. It should fruit soon, but I'm kind of being gladly patient for the fruit not to form because of the little sun we've been getting. So, and this blackberry plant was growing in the center, but it just decided to lean. I'm not sure why. I've tried putting like bamboo sticks and other sticks, but it just keeps growing slanted, so I'm just gonna let it do its thing. And here it's actually bending, which I like because I have it against a wall, so it might start climbing because blackberry can vine. And it's also growing a baby, and I'm so happy about that too. And it's also in a, I want to say 10-inch or 12-inch container, and about 6 to 8 inches wide, so it has plenty of room. But yeah, this is Blackberry and she is beautiful. The next plants that are making me happy are actually microgreens. And I'm currently growing microgreens for my pets because it has a lot of concentrated nutrients during this time of quarantine. And over on my pet channel, I will be making a video on that. But for this, microgreens, I don't know what it does to me, but it just makes me so happy to see something so small and to grow in bunches, because obviously as a full-grown plant, all of these could not survive together, especially in such a small container. But just the fact that it's going to be temporary really makes me happy, so I can see them all bunched together, and it's just kind of like serotonin inducing or something. But yeah, this is actually flax microgreens, and this is the microgreens of lentils. The next plant that makes me happy is actually kind of sad right now, and that is calendula. And the reason why it's so sad right now is because it went through a swarm of white flies. So I had to remove all of the infected leaves, but it makes me happy anyway because it is still growing and it's making new leaves across the stems, and the stems aren't dying. So that really makes me happy that I won't see this plant go away and that it's still producing and will produce buds as well. I'm honestly not sure with so many few leaves how this plant wants to already flower, but that's awesome as well. So I really love calendula. They're edible, and yeah, so thank you calendula for staying alive. And I will show one starter plant that I have been growing from seed, and it's still really small. You can't even tell what it's supposed to be yet, but that is fennel. And some of the seeds are actually still attached. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, especially with the beautiful gerbils as an attraction behind, but we're gonna try it anyway. There we go. So their seeds are still attached. But I am so happy that they have germinated and they're growing well. They are kind of on the long side a bit, but only a bit because of the lack of sun. But the sun has been coming out enough for it to be okay. And it's just in this small pot because it doesn't need such a big space to grow. And I really like this pot because it's all light and modern. And the last plant I'll be showing are Lady and Gentleman, and they are succulents. They are heart leaf ice succulents, and they are two varieties. One is a much lighter variety with white outlines, and the other is a pure green. And I love this plant so much because it started with Lady, the pure green one, and my friend actually gave me this one who I'm not friends with anymore, but great that I still have the plant. And now it has another friend, at least they're friends. But yeah, I don't know, they just make me happy. I love the feel of the leaves, although I tend not to touch them too much so I don't make them, you know, angry at me or anything. But yeah, this is Lady and Gentleman, and they just are in a pot that I actually painted over because I didn't like the original color of it. So yeah. But yeah, that's it for this video. I know it was pretty much nothing, just me showing a bunch of random plants, but they make me happy and I can't wait to explain more about them to you guys. and hopefully maybe you guys will consider growing them as well. And I hope you guys would enjoy them as much as I do, because they're amazing and I love plants and they just make me so happy. So yeah, but that's it for my channel. Welcome, my name is Shine and I am so happy to make videos about plants. I am excited and I hope you guys are too. Bye!